Yeah. Yep. Damn. Yeah. Right. It gets really tough from there. So what's the consequences with phase 2? It's just your initial seeding, or if you make it to playoffs? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Ah. Right. Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah. See, scripture doesn't want to give me Roer Road. Yeah, scripture just DM'd me. Yeah. 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 The MERC boys are like my boys. I don't know if you know, but I was previously in MERC. So that I left. Oh, or about the Ducks game? No, not really. They actually said that was one of the more funner games, and you know, they play every game seriously because they, you know, just like me and you, they love the game. But it's just experience. Like, they have some guys that are experienced, and then they have like the newer guys. So dealing with numbers is like, sometimes you gotta scrape the bottom of the barrel to fill the 18. Yeah, I know. Within the last, after the first half of ACA, a lot of the morale went down like really bad. So a lot of the guys just kind of just gave up on comp. So, but the yeah. Yeah, like the leads of MERC, they know how to like handle it, and they know that it's just growing pains. But the newer guys, they're just like, oh man, like, why do we keep losing? It's like, well, you're not putting in the work, you're not putting in the practice, you know. We have, but it's every clan starts somewhere, so that's why they're doing the 18s is perfect, because when I was with them, when we were starting the comp program, this is literally like what we fucking did. Was just like 20v20s, you know, it grew to 30v30s, then 49v49s. I need to go to the allies. We'll be on the 75th side. It's armor. Yeah, man. Mm-hmm. No worries. Oh, really? Yeah. 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 I actually don't know too much of. Sorry about that. I actually don't know the strength of 75th. If you compare them to the Ducks, how do you think they fare? Okay, that's interesting. Right. Oh shit. Oh wow. Yeah, they are, man. Oh, okay. Oh wow. Yeah. I hope they could do it. Yeah. On how you have like the math that goes into the placements for the playoffs and all that. That's oh okay. System that you guys got going on. Yep.
Si negaras mi presencia, tu vivir bastaría conversar. Tanta vida yo te di que por fuerza tienes ya.
Yeah, man, they've been pretty much dominant, man. It's they're and they've got Thorpe and Mike Lowry, bro. They fucking pop off. I know Thorpe switched over from 82nd to DC recently, so fuck, dude. Yeah. Amazing. Yeah. 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 We'll get relegated. Yeah. He hasn't played at all this this match. Oh wow. Oh sweet. We'll get some more Froggers action. He was there for the very first one. Right. All right, so we'll just go ahead and switch to the thing. They could hear me, but they can't hear you. So we'll get started in this 18 versus 18 today. We do have 75th versus MERC. Big game. We do have a special guest. It's 18's very own Abinus. Abinus, how you doing?
Great, man. Thanks for having me for this. I'm very hyped.
Oh, for sure, man. Casting like 6 games this week is it's fun for me, but Roer River House is a tricky one, at least for me.
Yeah, I mean, Roer River House is, I think, like I've said this before, it's kind of like the anti 18v18 map. Like all of the other 18v18 maps really are about like packing the circle as much as you can when you go to like the area where the circle is. But with Roer River House, you're basically trying to get into the very corner of the house and staying alive because it's the only thing in cover that's in the circle.
Just about like somewhere over here.
Yeah, on the other side of the house.
On the
like
other side.
The corner room. If you flip around.
See in here?
Right there. Right to your left, that corner where the rocking chair is, right where you are. That is in the circle right there.
If we do look in the circle, it's damn near on the fucking edge right there.
It's pretty much right on the line. So like what players will try to do is they'll try to stack into that corner on the first and second floor. And it's always a good time. I mean, last year DC in the losers final between DC and RO, DC actually stacked 4 players on the outside of that room right there, literally right there. They literally just laid down 4 players in that corner and like got capture progress by doing that. So God. It's Roer River House is like the ultimate meme map in 18s. There's just some really interesting things that can happen. I'm looking forward to it, and it's interesting too because Merciless has already actually played on Roer River House. They played yesterday against Paradox, so they have a little bit of experience.
They, in my opinion, they went toe to toe for the first 15 minutes. You know, they were right here. They were actually playing allies. So today's game, they're playing Axis, and they had a pretty good plan. You know, as they cap, I believe they initially capped it, but then the Ducks came in hard. They got positioned in the south because with the cap getting capped by the enemy, the southern guys kind of just fled down the mountain and helped them, but it left the whole squad of the Ducks just over there, and then they just literally wrapped around and took out all the OPs. So once MERC had to do like maybe like two OP resets, it was pretty much wrapped for them. It was really hard, but I would like to think that Merciless will use this northern side that we're looking at right now because they had a lot of success breaking through right there.
Yeah, the riverbank on this map is. I mean, I just want to talk about it. I guess the whole map and how the riverbank fits into that. I mean, like it's hard to see, but if you go down a little bit on screen here, and then we just kind of look up at the mountain, you can see the absolutely wild elevation changes there are on this strong point. I mean, like there's just so much change in elevation. And the riverbank, if used properly, is kind of like this laneway at the very top side of the map where you can really get a foothold because it's like one of the few parts of the map that you can't get shot at from all angles on. There are opportunities to get hit, obviously, from east and west of the riverbank, but with a good OP, you can do some damage here. So yeah, the riverbank is always interesting. And then there is the outside chance. I haven't seen it done yet, but there's the outside chance you can cross the river.
Really?
And you can theoretically, with practice, I don't know the exact spots, but you can cross this river.
It is playable
Um,
when we're
yep.
looking at the map right here. I don't know how deep it is. I mean,
Yeah, there are sections that used to be crossable.
yeah.
I'm not sure it is anymore, but it used to be, and there might still be a way across. There's a lot of crafty players out there, so someone might figure it out. But that's always something to watch for too, because no one ever really expects that. So it's always a good time.
Oh yeah.
Um, but yeah, I think going back to Merciless experience on this map, I think they actually had a really good match. I think they played it really well.
Yeah.
And I think Paradox just got the better of them, but like it wasn't due to like lack of strategy or tactics on the Merc side. I think they were really strong in that match.
Yeah.
Just sometimes, it doesn't work out.
Would if you have two teams that are similar and coming to the match with like a good mindset and a good game plan, if you make more mistakes than the other team, of course the other team for the most part will take advantage of it. It looks like MERC is stacked up on this north side right here. That's where taking a
Yeah,
look.
that's interesting.
I did see that with the 20th versus DC, the game that I casted. Let's see, where's the other?
Yeah, it's below you on the other side. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
So they've got 6 players. Okay, so it is
Okay,
interesting.
this is the south
Yeah.
side, right?
Yeah. So this is the side further away. But they could theoretically still run into the circle from that position.
Oh yeah,
It's possible. The starts are always interesting on Roer. I mean, it's just so many trees, so many little rock cliff faces. I mean, there's just so much stuff here.
they literally have 4 people on this north side.
Interesting to note, no squad leader. So that means that all 3 squad leaders starting from the same garrison, which is an interesting decision on the Merciless side for sure. And then what about on 75th? What is their start looking like?
On the 75th, we'll go ahead and take a look on the northern side, and let's look at these fine young gentlemen right here, ready for war. Got about a squad's worth.
Yeah, that's a full
see-
squad right there.
See one of the 18th admin scripture right here.
And Harbinger. Yeah.
And Harbinger,
so
yeah.
They both are. Yeah. So that's interesting.
And then, oh man, both teams are stacked on the south side.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing. I feel like we've seen now 2 very different matches on Roer River House.
Right.
We saw the MERC Paradox game, which was one example, and now we have seen the DC. Well, now we've seen 3 actually, because earlier today DC played 20th. So we got
Yes.
3 examples on River House, and all 3 of those matches have gone differently.
Oh yeah.
None of the 3 have played the same way. So I think maybe the team's looking at the tape and MERC. I think I give slight advantage MERC in this game only because they've already played.
Yeah, it's very familiar with them right now.
Yeah, they just played it yesterday, and they played the side that 75th is coming from. So I do think that gives them a little bit of an advantage.
Yeah.
But I think that 75th is a team that definitely does prep, and I think they've done some theory crafting about how to approach this. So we're just about to get underway here.
All right. So 115 is match start, so 45 will be the match end, as we do see MERC stacking up really tough on the south side, the south side being the more higher ground. They do have 4 players on the north side. You see Chopsticks, Beaver, as well as 75th. 75th, they're stacked up on the south side too, but it looks like they're more coming in at a spread formation. Oh, it's literally like identical right now, Happiness.
Yeah, this is a crazy, interesting start. So it looks like that was a little bit of a split idea. So it looks like
Yeah.
one squad's gonna go south side for MERC, and one squad's gonna go south side for 75th. They basically had the same idea. Basically, start a group on your very northern edge, and then send one squad each from the other garrison to the circle. We're about to see a lot of rockets and MGs.
Oh
pop off
yeah.
here.
I'm really liking 75th spread a little bit, but the middle guys are starting to go into the point. The Roer River House is neutral right now. Nobody's really capping, but I haven't seen first blood yet.
Yeah, it's we're actually over a minute into the match and no one's died yet, which is actually maybe a record in an 18s match.
Rockets are coming out from Fat Gum. You do see Great Harbinger coming down on the north side, as well as Hagrid. We do have Chopstick from Merc covering that north side.
Yeah,
Joda Ho does get first blood.
I was about to say we have our first fatality.
Yeah. But look at that south side. You know, we did see Grimbo just get annihilated, as well as Whiskey. But man,
It's a pretty much a straight line right now. It's pretty much just a straight line north-south, and no one's at the house yet, and that's the key. I mean, obviously that central house is, I mean, that's what the map is named after, Roer River House. So, I mean, that's the key, and no one's there yet. So, you know, I'm curious to see how teams will approach this. Now, I do want to point something out early, because this could maybe backfire for Merc, in that they have just Papa and Chow watching the center.
Yes.
And same thing on the 75th side. They just have Grat and it looks like Captain, basically Zach, watching the center as well. So the center kind of a weak point right now as the teams focus south and north side really heavily.
Oh yeah. We do see Papa taking out one of the 75th guys, as Chow is kind of just sitting there just waiting. This northern side, it does look like Merc is near the house. Rockets they are coming towards Joda Ho. But let's go up a little bit closer.
Ooh, that was a good idea with that rocket. That didn't miss by
The
much.
Rockets are coming in. We'll go ahead and stick on this view as the teams get a little bit closer at the house. You're seeing it from the Merciless side, so on the right side, we do have a squad lead McFucking right there. It looks like Adam Ord.
Such a good name.
Adam Ord is another squad lead, so we'll take a look at the map. We'll look at the OPs for 75th. We have Charlie Squad on the north side, a fairly safe OP for Dog Squad, and one on the south right now.
Yeah, both teams have a great spread right now. I want to point out something that 75th is doing.
Yes.
That we can easily see from this point of view. Notice how Christina and Scripture are both MGs. They're not moving really. Scripture is moving up a little bit as I say that. And 75th actually just cleans out the house. That's a really, really big play there for 75th.
They do, and then they are starting to get the cap on Roer River House, as both teams they haven't capped since the match start. And it's already been 4 minutes in, so it's a little bit more slower pace right now.
It was tilting towards Merc pretty heavily, but 75th now is coming back in good numbers. And look how they're loading into this corner, like I was talking about. They're loading right into the corner, making sure they're getting the cap weight. That's good from 75th, understanding the map.
We've got battle literally right there. What you were talking about with the trench gun as well.
Both teams in good position to still influence this cap. That was another good rocket that just didn't quite connect, but good idea. Merc's still in great position to do something. But 75th in the advantageous spot at the moment.
It looks like 75th are starting to win the gun battles, as they do have the high ground right here. It's that middle side of the push. They're kind of just sitting there waiting for Merc to come into the point, because they know they have their guys in the house already. You do see Merc, K Boston, and Chopsticks down here. Do you expect them to push up on Scripture?
So actually, I want to quickly look at what's going on the very south side. It looks like Merc, is pushing a little bit of a high line here on the south side. But look how open the center is for Merc. There's no one covering the center.
Grat does go down.
Yeah, so good stuff from Chow there. I think it was Chow.
Yep.
Map is opening up for both teams right now. The middle and south is kind of wide open for teams to move around, as the north is heavily contested. Now, I wanted to point out, 75th started with control of the sector officially. This is a half cap.
Yep.
Because it's a non-neutral. So that means even though Merc didn't capture, like, there was no flip of the zone. So Merc doesn't need to worry about resetting their OPs. That's the advantage of being on offense, so to speak. So Merc, fortunately doesn't need to worry about like, oh, I got to reset outposts. However, as I say that, it looks like McFuckin and his squad actually did get reset. They're coming in from the garrison.
Oh yeah, you can see them right there.
So that is interesting. I didn't see what got it. It might have been one of those rockets.
As you're looking right now, I believe that's Adam Ord's OP that's still up right now. He is the closest one, but from what I'm seeing, man, it's looking like 75th is kind of just standing their ground. They know they have the cap, but I would like to see at least like 1 or 2 guys kind of push up a little bit as we come down and take a look at Papa, because he's in here.
Yeah, Papa's making a bit of an angle here for Merc. This is good from him. The key with getting arounds like this is like once you get a step. Ooh, let's see.
Papa goes down by Grot.
Yeah, that was a really good play from 75th to pick that guy up, because if Papa gets through, he could have really caused some havoc in the back line.
Oh,
Flash
yeah.
some OPs. That OP going down for Merc, McFuckin's OP, that actually created a big opening in the center. Now you're seeing Captain Dingus and Zach are pushing into that center, like behind the triangle.
Oh yeah.
And they are actually getting close to the house from the south side, which is really interesting. Merc's still in good position, but 75th doing a great job of kind of controlling the spacing right now.
Yeah, we are seeing that southern OP from Savage Doc still up right now, but I believe 75th. Oh my God, that guy.
I love when that happens.
That's
I love
hilarious.
when the bodies just get absolutely yeeted.
75th still having a OP down there, but I think Chow and BC, they're making their way down. Savage Doc is kind of just staying up there, making sure he has an OP up there. 75th still have control of Roer River House. We do see Phoenix trying to come on this north side. I'm liking that they're pushing that midpoint, and like you were saying earlier, it was open, so they took the opportunity to move up their front lines, which is great.
I totally. Ooh, that was a crazy good rocket into the house right there. He got that MG, I think. That was a really good shot. That was from Hagrid.
That's from Hagrid.
Yeah,
Great
that was a
rocket from
great
Hagrid.
rocket. I expect this is going to be a very fluid match. I think that we're going to see a lot of players running around. I think there's going to be a lot of space for people to get in and around where they want to go. I mean, Merc is still holding a fairly high line across the zone. And on the very south side, they've actually, like, they're over on the 75th side just by a little bit.
Yeah. They've been able to reset, I believe, McFuckin's OP. As you see the guys spawning over there, that's Adam Ward's squad. But it looks like the 75th guys are starting to push up on the south side. The OP is pretty close to the Obnoxilus.
These guys are so close to each other and no one's shooting.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
As I try to get past these trees, Weiser takes down the Obnoxilus, but
Ooh.
BC is...
Where's this outpost for Merc? That's the question. I don't know where this OP is for them.
It should be somewhere over there, I believe. But
Ooh, okay, so
75th, yeah.
They just cleaned up on the south side here.
They're getting really close to it. They should be spawning in pretty soon, if I remember correctly.
Oh, it's actually quite far back.
No,
Merc
I think
actually...
Savage Doc reset?
He might have been a reset, or maybe the OP's just super back. I'm not sure which one it is. But I have to say, I mean, 70... Oh, wait. Look at the house. We got 2 guys in the house for Merc.
We do have wind.
Oh. Streamer curse is real, man.
A streamer curse. You called it out, haven't it?
It's so real.
We do
That
see
was good
Savage on the south side. He's pushing up the road right now. Probably trying to push up, but look at this line from 75th, man.
So good. This is textbook positioning from 75th on Roer River House. This looks really, really clean. Look at the spacing, 20 meters or so between every single player, covering a bunch of different angles, and they're just slow pushing, kind of doing a sweep across the southern side. It's beautiful, actually. This is precisely how to do it on Roer River House.
As much as they're pushing up, I believe Merc is trying to reestablish. We do see 2 spawn waves from 2 OPs. 75th have taken that house that Merc was kind of working from, and let's see how they work this middle side, because earlier 75th was pushed up with the opportunity, knowing that there weren't anybody over here. We'll take a look at how would you pronounce this? Faye Rogue?
I'm just gonna go with Faye Rogue. Yeah.
Faye Rogue. He's literally right there with Papa. Papa probably knows he's there.
He's gotta know. I hope he does. Oh.
He is pushing up.
Oh, I love these fights. Oh.
Papa
They
taking
both go
down,
down.
taking down 175th, but from I believe from the house. Was he shot
Yeah,
by?
might have been someone from the house maybe.
Could have been Battle.
Battlemaster. Yeah, with a BAR there.
He's got a
Could
pretty
have been
good
him.
view from there as well.
I mean, the good news for MERC is we're 18 minutes deep, or sorry, 18 minutes left still, so plenty
Yes.
of time. MERC's got plenty of time to figure something out. You know, they're still in the game. You know, they're not boxed out or anything.
Oh yeah.
But 75th definitely in good position right now.
As we take a look from Merc's POV, you can see the red dots on the bottom right. 75th, they've kind of spread out on that mid side, but winning the battles on the mid side. You do see Chow and Whiskey and Gold Star trying to work their way over there, taking down Grat right now. Rockets flying.
This is a great concentration for MERC on the riverbank. Look, the only thing standing between MERC and like the other side of the riverbank is one player from 75th and the two guys in the house. So this is a big opening. MERC with a really big push to the house. They could maybe flip it. Phoenix goes down. This is actually a huge play for MERC.
This is really good, but if you could see over there, Krusty Nut he does have Overwatch, and he is shooting. Oh my God, rockets flying from Hagrid. It's being contested by MERC right now. 75th losing the gunfights right now. MERC just pushing up, concentrating with each other on this north side. You do see Chopsticks at him.
Phoenix just got dropped right off spawn, off that OP. So MERC, I think, has that OP dialed in, and this could actually be really bad for 75th. I think MERC is in maybe prime position for a retake here.
We do see the squad lead McFucking right there, just hanging out. I'm liking the patience from MERC too, because I believe they tried pushing up, you know, a little shift W action, but wasn't working out previously, as they are getting shot from the south, I believe from basically Zach.
It looks like, yeah,
and,
they've got some players
Steak.
up there doing a nice job. What I really want to focus on right now is the riverbank itself. Like, 75th has really not much of a presence on this riverbank. They've got two guys in Scripture and Phoenix holding it, but that's pretty thin. That's like not a lot of guys. So if MERC can maybe get a little bit of a concentrated push on this south side here, or sorry, on the north side, they could maybe get through. And Chopsticks, as I say that, is maybe, yeah. Okay,
He's really close to the OP. The OP is literally right there on the road. Should be like somewhere right there.
It's right above him. Yeah, it's about 30, 40 meters above him, right where Haggard and Scripture are.
Right there.
But 75th doesn't have coverage on the bottom side of this riverbank. Like, Chopsticks could run all the way to the back right now if he wanted to. There's nothing really stopping him from doing that.
He really can.
He might do that.
I believe, is Hagrid looking for him? Oh no, Hagrid is the one that's being looked for.
And as you mentioned, I mean, constant sector, you know, control being just, you know, toggled back and forth right now from contested to MERC to contested to 75th. It's really back and forth. So yeah, right now MERC gets some capture progress.
Take a look. I don't believe in streamer's curse. It's not a real thing. Chopsticks. Opportunity. He does have a car with a car. Krusty Nut.
Oh, that was almost an insane triple with the bolt action. He would have been a hero for MERC if he gets that. I mean, that was still really good. Two kills.
The OP is right there. I don't know if he saw it because it is covered by the bush, but I think he did see them spawn.
Yeah, I think he saw them spawn. So I think he knows where that OP is. So that's really valuable information now.
It's looking pretty good on the south side right here. What do you think, Abinus? 75th is making progress.
Yeah, 75th making progress, but look how many guys they have committed. I mean, they've got 6 guys pushing this, you know, pushing the south side. You know, with about, when we get to about 9 minutes left, 75th really needs to like abandon the south side.
Yes.
If they still have control of the zone, or even if they don't have control of the zone. The south side of the map kind of becomes irrelevant 10 minutes left. You know, it's okay to leave one guy over there, or maybe maximum 2 as kind of pickets to make sure that like no one's getting through. But leaving a whole squad south side in a few minutes is not going to be the play. As I say this, Zach and Steak Fries are kind of pushing in, maybe kind of pincering the 75th or the MERC side. It's wildly back and forth on the riverbank here. MERC went all the way up, and then now 75th is pushing up. Like, it's just kind of going back and forth like a wave. Really interesting.
Oh my god.
Wow.
A great rocket from Farogue.
Yeah, the rockets in this game have been, I mean, outstanding. That was through a window, wasn't it?
I believe so.
That was a crazy good shot.
There's not much room for direct hits over here. If you kind of take a look.
Yeah, I think
that was.
That's wild.
It's very little. Rockets still coming out right now. Very close to Jodoho and Akane. As we do see steak fries. I'm liking this from 75th. They've kind of pushed up through the middle.
Oh, they're getting to this house, yeah. Oh,
yes. Taken down by Fact Gun.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, no, you good.
Caster Curse might be real. Caster Curse might be. Every time I mention someone, they go down. So I got to be careful.
You just say the clan name, but then the whole clan can't go down at the same time. So
that's true. That's true.
We'll go ahead and take a look on the south side. It looks like Weiser's. He's a little deep in here.
Weiser's kind of been MVP for 75th so far, I would say. Throughout
the tournament so far.
Well, just in this match.
Oh.
I don't know what he's been doing previous to this match, but in this match, he's done a great job. He's just been very annoying on the south side. Like, he's just constantly dropping Merc players, finding, like, little angles, little positions. He's making things happen. So good on him. Doing a really nice job. He's going to probably get a kill right here.
Let's see if he sees Whiskey 5.
Oh, he does. Oh.
We do hear some Merc guys creeping. Gold Star, he doesn't see him. He's still running, bobbing and weaving.
Oh, someone else got him. That was just a shot from someone else.
You see the Obnoxious Savage Doc also goes down as well. As this cap, this mid cap is definitely interesting. The north side has kind of been vulnerable for 75th. As the guys that they are sending up there either win gunfights or they'll lose it, and either team will push up and then try to take advantage of it. Like right now, Adam is pushing up.
I think it's so interesting. Like, both teams have not really given a lot of priority to this riverbank, and I think the riverbank is actually the best angle to push on the whole map.
Yeah, I think it's pretty awesome as well.
So I'm surprised that both teams have been a little.
Ooh,
2 rockets coming in.
That rocket was pretty close.
Yeah, I'm curious. Like, it's interesting that both teams have kind of arrived at the same. Well, that was really close to the outpost.
Yeah.
I don't think it got it, but it was close. So, I don't know, man. I think this is gonna come down to the wire. I don't think either team is maybe capable of box out. As I say that, Captain Weiser in the backfield right now of Merc, he came all the way down the mountain.
Oh, he did.
75th, and he is moving.
The OP is right there, where McFucking is at.
Weiser found an angle. Good on him, man. Great. Oh, that is
He does
huge.
take it. He is gonna take on the
he might get
OP.
the OP.
Let's see if we see any smoke. Yep.
Wow, that is a massive play from Captain Weiser, who finds an angle coming literally all the way from the southern hill to come down and get the OP. As I say that, Adam Ward is now pushing up as a squad leader, and he might be thinking about doing the exact same thing with 75th. But now look at the sweep down from 75th coming in from the south side. Oh no, Merc might be in some trouble here.
They've got about 2 squads that have reset. We do have Adam Ward right here, still working that north side. He can put it, but Weiser is fast as fuck. What the fuck?
He's already flying around the map right now.
Yeah, he's already
doing a
back.
Great job. Adam Ward right now needs to not shoot anyone. Adam Ward's objective right now is to, like, literally lay low and do nothing.
He's crouched right now, and as we
the spawn.
Hagrid is there. And a great rocket from Hagrid. Holy sh!
Oh my gosh, Hagrid with the big fat denial said, "Yeah, no, I don't think so, guys."
With Adam Ward, staying alive, making sure an OP is up. It was pretty inconvenient that a AT guy was right there, and he had one ready.
That's just unlucky. I mean, it was the right idea from Adam Ward. He actually did the right thing, and I totally am down with what he did. But you're right, unlucky. But also got to give credit to Hagrid. That was a beautiful rocket. That was it right there. That was exactly what was needed. So now, I mean, 10 minutes left, not even 9 minutes left. Merc has got a full reset now, and this is going to be hard.
It's a full reset. We'll go ahead and take a look at the OPs for 75th. We've got 2 that are stationed mainly around the hard cap, and we still have. There was 1 down here, right?
Wait, no, yeah, I think it just went down.
What?
Yeah, I think
Did he
I
move it?
think no. I think it died. I don't know how
Oh
it.
yeah,
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 yeah.
I did.
Okay,
What the?
that's huge for Merc. That is
So
a huge deal for Merc because now there's no OPs in the south side for 75th. So Merc now, if they kill people, there's no one to replace them. They can just run. So
yes,
Merc actually maybe buying some time. A great rocket coming in right there. Wow. Okay, this is turning into an interesting match. I do want to point out, if you go back to the map real quick, that is a dangerous outpost for Dog. That is not a
it's really up
I
there.
all it takes is one guy, and it's a little close. So we're gonna need to keep an eye on that. 8 minutes to go here. Merc with a big concentration. The issue is that now Merc took out that OP on the south side, but they didn't take any ground.
No,
So they weren't able to capitalize on removing that outpost. So they haven't really been able to move.
I am loving the light vehicle marks right here. Oh, there's a OP really close to Alvis, as we see Chow, and it's Mark. I
Yep.
believe smoking just marked it. We do have Adam Ord's OP over there. I believe this should be Savage Docks and McFuckins on the south side. We'll take a look right here. Grot's OP has been reestablished back here,
Yep.
so maybe a lost opportunity for Merc on that side, knowing that the OP was down. I mean, they obviously don't know, but
Yeah, they didn't. Well, maybe they knew, but I think the issue was that 75th just did such a good job of stacking up in the forest there that they just couldn't. They couldn't advance. So now Merc, with 7 minutes to go, Merc's got some decision making to do here. At a certain point, being on the south side is just irrelevant. Once you get to 5 minutes or less, like there's absolutely no reason to be on the south side unless it is to, sweep around and get over to the house. So
right.
Merc at some point soon is going to have to fully commit to a push somewhere, and that push should be on the riverbank. That is 100% where the final push should come in here. But as I say that, Merc is actually gaining a little bit of ground on the south side. But the thing is, like, you got to translate that into something.
Yeah.
Like, okay, get this outside, but then what? Because that's not going to win you the game. And
No.
I want to point something out that 75th is doing. Last Man and Battle Master have been sitting inside of the main house on River House this entire game. They have not left this house.
Yep, exactly. Just moving right now. We are seeing Merc trying to work their way from the south side and that middle side, but we do see basically Zach and Steak Fries just kind of holding it down right here. Adam Ord's OP, they haven't really been making too much progress against Scripture and Great Harbinger on that north side. It's kind of been even. I believe their OP is right there on the riverbank. Yep, as we say it right now. But that south side has been wiped.
Yes. Okay, so the call here, look how thin it is for 75th on the riverbank. There's
Yes.
literally 2 players and an AT guy in the back, and that's it. This is the angle. Merc has got to know that, with 5 minutes left, you've got to just full send. I think Scripture and Harbinger are making themselves look a lot bigger than they actually are because they're getting a lot of kills.
Yeah.
But there's just not a lot of people here for 75th. This is actually, in my opinion, maybe a little bit of a tactical error from 75th. Like, they're almost too focused on the south side that isn't that important right now. There's a really huge opportunity. If Merc came in with 12, 14, 16 guys right now on the riverbank, I think it's wide open.
Yep.
But Merc really focusing in the center with 4 minutes and change to go, which I think is an interesting call.
It's crunch time for Merc, man, and if they want to do anything, the SLs just make sure the OPs are up. If the OPs aren't up when it's literally down 4 minutes or less, then it's very slim for them to reestablish and try to get something for Roer River House. But this north side, as you were saying, we have Free the Chickens and Great Harbinger. That very risky OP is right there. As Papa and Whiskey, they're making their way down that road.
I think Merc has been a little too hesitant to push. I think if these 4 guys from Merc had just dropped down to the riverbank as a full team, as a full squad,
Yeah.
and just pushed on the riverbank, they actually might be getting to the house right about now. But there seems to be a slight hesitation. Oh, that was a crazy good rocket. Wow.
Another good one from Hagrid.
Yeah, Hagrid has been just costing them out this game, so props to him.
Very good.
I mean, I feel like Merc is a little too slow to take advantage of an opportunity they actually themselves created by pushing as heavily as they did on the south side, because that brought a lot of 75th players to the south. But now, I mean, with 3 minutes to go, like who cares about the south? Like, you just gotta go. Like, and as we see, that full squad now is redeployed onto the garrison, and they are pushing here. So, that should have happened about 3 minutes ago. If I'm Merc, that was a little late, because now 75th knows with 3 minutes left that they have to commit fully, you know, to this very specific angle.
This spot, they do have a few people on the top there, but mostly on the front lines where you see the smoke and all that.
75th right now should be telling all of those guys on the south side to abandon those positions and run to the house. That's what they should be telling those guys. There's no reason for them to be up there with 2.5 minutes on the clock. They can't shoot down to the house. They can't influence the cap from that position. Everyone right now is just going to start collapsing onto the house with just 2 minutes to go.
As you're saying that, I believe Grot and Sheepgod are making their way down right now to basically Zach and Steak Fries guys. But we do see Papa and Adam and Goldstar start to push up on Scripture. Scripture does go down, but Phoenix is on that very north side. An OP is put down by Merc with about 2 minutes to go. It's gonna be really tough right now, man. Huge concentration.
I think this is a tactical error from 75th. They are putting all of their guys in the center, but they've got no coverage to this riverbank. Like I said, that's a down slope, right? They can't see the riverbank from that central location, or at least not that well.
No, they're not.
So, I mean, if Merc is able to fly in a bunch of guys here, I guess what I want to know is, I really feel like the actual, like, I'm talking about the actual riverbank, like the part of the map that is touching the river itself. Like, that is such a great lane. And I haven't really seen either team use it outside of Phoenix there from 75th. So now look at 75th. Now they're sweeping in. They know there's a minute left. They're doing a full sweep down. So Merc now is really, you know, they got to make some hero plays happen here.
Oh, yeah. They have to win their gunfights. You do see about 4 guys spawning in on that OP. We do have 2 minutes left. Actually, 1 minute left in the official match time. If they do start to cap Roer Riverhouse, it will go into overtime. But for both teams, this is a big game for them, so they need it.
Absolutely. And the issue right now for Merc is because Last Man and Battlemaster have not left the house, they are acting as cap weight in the circle. So it's forcing, like, Merc cannot influence this cap unless they physically get to the circle, and I don't know if they have enough time with 30 seconds left. And look at this concentration now from 75th. They know exactly where Merc has to push, and they're just collapsing.
Rockets coming out. You do see the Obnoxilus, you know, a 18's referee playing today. Try to work that north riverbank. Hagrid shooting rockets. You see Farouk as well shooting rockets. 3 seconds left, and 75th coming in strong. You know, taking the dub on this one, as Merciless does drop another game. They played yesterday. They lost to Paradox, and they played the exact same map. Me coming into this match, I was thinking that they would have, you know, a more familiarity to the map. So, but
yeah, there's a lot here. There's a lot to unpack from this match. I think the biggest thing is that both teams were extremely hesitant to push when they made openings. They would like kill guys and then they wouldn't move. And so like you don't gain any ground when you kill a bunch of guys and then don't go anywhere. Because awesome, you killed guys, but like you got to move to go get what you got. And like in multiple instances there, Merc made big pushes along the riverbank and got close and then just stopped moving. And just didn't quite finish the idea that they had. So, you know, both teams struggling a little bit with taking the ground that they gained. I will say that 75th, with about 15 minutes to go in the match, formed a beautiful line and really started to sweep MERC out of the zone. There was a couple of crazy outpost kills from both teams in this match.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I mean, 75th just really with a great showing. I mean, picking up pretty much right where they left off at the end of phase 1, where they beat Paradox in OT. Pretty much picking up right there. So 75th in good shape with this match. MERC, you know, I think a little unlucky with some of, you know, what happened.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the AT guy killing their whole OP was a little unlucky. You know, like there was some stuff there that's just like, yeah, what can you do?
Oh yeah.
But they played well. I mean, MERC had a good showing. Like they had a good match here today. Like they were not, you know, crazily outplayed or anything. It was pretty back and forth.
Oh yeah.
But definitely some things there for MERC to work on for next time.
All right, guys, I'm here. I'm just waiting for everybody. GG's, we'll take a picture and then you guys
Get a
could.
little group photo here.
Yeah, do whatever you guys like.
Facing the hillside, like facing south.
Yeah, exactly south. I'll be a little bit elevated.
Oh.
Oh my god, he got fucked.
Everyone just opening up on that. That was a great moment, actually. I love that.
It's great for at least seeing the teams. Seeing the teams get together, you know, you get to get familiar with the names, and it's always a nice clip as well.
Shut the fuck up, chickens, and crouch already, you nut.
Fuck, mate.
That
Is
was a good
everybody
game.
here? Or we're waiting for one more?
I think for me, like the one thing that both teams will need to like watch the shape and improve on, and my biggest advice to those teams is you gotta just push when you get those kills. Like it's so essential that every single inch of ground that you can gain is the key in this mode, and the riverbank was where to do it. And it did, you know, in fairness, they did do it a couple of times, but
Right.
in that moment where it really mattered, where MERC really could have gained like so much ground because there were literally 2 guys from 75th
Right.
just sitting there, like they just didn't capitalize. And if they had capitalized, I think this is an entirely different match. But a great game, no matter what. Definitely a great game. Both teams playing well, and both teams really adopting the format really well.
Oh yeah, man. This 18v18 it's been really great. With MERC, you know, coming from Group C, you know, moving down to Group D. I was hoping for a good game, and we actually got a good game. Both teams making mistakes, but I believe 75th kind of just holding on a little bit tighter with this. Okay, 1, 2, 3, cheese.
Yeah, I think 75th definitely showed they showed an ability to read where MERC was not in a lot of cases, and like they were quick to fill the spaces in the middle. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Oh, Battlemaster cheated. GG's, guys. So
And somehow Battlemaster stays alive. And I got to shout out Battlemaster because he was the guy sitting in the house the whole game, and he's still alive. So he's the warden of the house.
literally,
King of Roer River.
sometimes, you know, especially playing this game, you know, you want to go out and get the kills, but with 75th having a plan, it worked out in their favor, you know.
Yeah, just a good game. It definitely could have gone either way. Like there were moments that were unlucky, like I said, for MERC, and there were some really good moments for MERC as well, where they made some really good plays happen. But I think the key takeaway on Roer River House is the house is always the key. Getting to this house and controlling the house is essential. And MERC didn't really get to this house in this match. I think 75th did a very good job of largely denying access. There were times where MERC players got into the house and there were some fights in the house.
Yeah.
But overall, that house sat in 75th control for pretty much the whole game.
It's got a 75th floor mat on the front door for sure in this match. But we're going to go ahead and wrap up this match. Thank you guys for joining in for the crazy games that we had this weekend. A lot more coming in. Abness, you have anything to say before we close the
All I
weekend
want to
out?
say, I mean, this was an amazing like set of matches this weekend. I had a great time. we actually played very few of our matches this week for this phase. So
Oh.
I'm going to quickly count. Let's do some quick math. There is still something like 25 matches to be played in the next 7 days.
Oh, wow. That's a lot.
So there is a ton of matches, like a ton. So that's going to be really fun. I hope to see you pick up some more, man. You've been doing a great job with these streams. They've been super fun.
Man. Yeah.
And
I love it.
mean, we have so much Roer River House still to be played. Of the remaining 25 matches, I would say 10 of them are at least on Roer River. So
yeah.
a ton of matches to come.
All right.
That's it, man. It was a pleasure.
I would, give a shout out to Abanus for even putting on the tournament himself. He's the main head of it. Him, Froggers, Tom. If you guys want more information, go ahead and head to 18vs18s.com for more information, and to stay in tune with the match schedules, just check out the website. It'll take you straight to the Discord, and you can find all the information there. But I appreciate everybody for joining, and thank you again, Abanus.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
All right, have a good night, guys. Have a good weekend.